My God, that is a beautiful looking sequence. I'm going to remember that for a while.
Oh, it's time for class.
Hello, classmates. Today I'm bringing you a fresh review of the new Matthew Vaughn directed fantastical spy thriller Argylle, starring Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, Henry Cavill, and one annoying CGI cat. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you that this movie is super fun. It's more of an action movie than it is an outright violent movie. So if you're squeamish at the sight of the blood, you're in luck because there's close to zero blood to be found here. No matter how high the body count gets and how many bad guys get killed, in each and every sequence, no blood, almost no blood. So Matthew Vaughn opted to substitute blood for colored smoke and creative editing so that the whole family can enjoy a night at the movies. That's a trend that we've seen from him in the past because he brought us the Kingsman franchise of movies, which were really fun.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
Unless you've been living in a media vacuum for the past 2 months, you've surely seen the trailer for Argylle about 100 times, so you already know the plot. But Bryce Dallas Howard plays a famous author of an action spy novel series starring Agent Argylle, who's played by Henry Cavill in a ridiculous smoking jacket and is sporting an even more ridiculous flat top haircut. He looks like a cartoon ape or something. Sam Rockwell plays an IRL secret agent who reveals to this author that the adventures she's been writing about are happening in real world. She's thrown into this adventure on her own, and she starts the movie as a timid and anxious author, and as you could probably imagine, she comes out of her stuffy shell as the adventure gets more and more dangerous. Very much similar to the plot of The Lost City, or maybe a little bit of Stranger Than Fiction kind of mixed up in there, but very fun overall. And what Argylle lacks in outright blood and violence, it more than makes up for with twists and turns in the storytelling. There's at least 3 great reveals, including the big one that everyone's talking about. Who is Agent Argylle? I didn't really care too much about that going in, but I think the reveal makes sense, and they did a pretty good job of kind of keeping it hush-hush. Normally, I would dance around spoilers, but I think it's best to just go in blind on this one and just enjoy the story for the way it unfolds for yourself. To me, Bryce Dallas Howard was kind of insufferable for the first half of the film, at least her character was, but she really comes into her own as a character near the end, so that makes me happy though because I really like her as an actress and I want her to succeed. Sam Rockwell's fantastic as usual, he's believable as a secret agent, he pulls off his fight scenes with tons of charm, and in true Rockwell fashion, he manages to sneak in a little bit of dancing. Henry Cavill's getup as Agent Argylle is absolutely ridiculous. But in the context of this movie, that's pretty much what he's supposed to be. A goofy, over-the-top secret agent that's more campy than he is anything else. So if his character from the trailer has you hesitant about the movie, don't worry. He's great in this. Henry Cavill rarely misses. But that CGI cat is pretty lame. And it seems to me like it's just a gimmick to get a younger audience or a different subsection of the audience to come into this movie and buy a ticket. Could have gone completely without the cat, but ultimately it is what it is. The pacing of some of the sequences were a little slow, and I think there was a little bit of cheesy dialogue and some kind of obvious exposition dumps. But all in all, there's a lot to love about Argylle, and the fact that it doesn't take itself too seriously, it's kind of a huge part about the charm of the movie. So the runtime can seem a little bit long and intimidating, but it's absolutely worth it for the amazing hallway fight scene that features this intensely thick colored smoke, if nothing else. My God, that is a beautiful looking sequence. I'm going to remember that for a while. There you have it. I'm giving Argylle a B+. It's worth a trip to the theater with the family or a home video rental when it hits VOD. Like this video, subscribe, and tell us in the comments just how wrong I am about Argylle.
Class dismissed.
I gotta get out of here.
The bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you.
You're free to go.
See you next week.
See you later.
See you later.
That's a wrap.
Great show.